Bror Fredrik coming at you with another video. I got my Las Vegas shirt on, so that can only mean one thing. It is time for Las Vegas news. Today is November 14th, 2023. We got a lot to cover, so let's head on over to the computer and get right into it. First up, we have the Sphere. I like saying Sphere, do you? I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but they are having some serious problems because they just reported a $100 million operating loss. I saw that coming months and months and months and months ago. They are having a hard time attracting talent to even perform over there. I mean, it's a cool thing, it's awesome, whatever, but they cannot sustain operating at a $100 million loss per quarter. Maybe the revenue will increase, but maybe not, because again, they're having a hard time attracting talent to even perform over there. Guess how much they made for the entire quarter? For those of you who don't know, that's 3 months, effectively 90 days. They brought in a whopping $8 million in revenue. That's it, $8 million. And here's a little kick in the nads for them. Officials say 4 million, they wish 400 million. 4 million came from shows and events, YouTube, people walking around, yada, yada, yada. While the rest, the other 4 million, came from ads being displayed on the outside. They run a lot of ads. NBA, Disney's been running ads, so they got another 4 million just from ads. This is not sustainable. In fact, I believe either the CEO, CFO, or president recently, when this got announced, he quit. He resigned. He says, I'm out of here. I don't want to be responsible for this fallout. However, it's fallout nonetheless. He came out and said, perhaps we chose Las Vegas as a venue in error. We did not anticipate that this would backfire. And so far, it's a big freaking backfire, although it's kind of cool to see. Let me just take a pause and remind you to stick around till the very end, because you are going to get to experience the actual F1 racetrack. I drove it last night. I got up to about 212 miles an hour. I did 3 laps around it. It is freaking awesome. I put together a YouTube video. If you haven't seen it already, we're going to watch that at the end. And while I got your attention, I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, you know how to go about doing that. You can click on all those links. We got the holidays coming. Don't forget Tiege Hanley. Don't forget Olight. I got new sponsors on board. And of course, Black Friday is coming up. So there's something for everyone down there. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do it. Head down to the links below. Next up, we have the CEO of MGM touting the benefits of the Las Vegas Grand Prix, saying that they thoroughly outweigh the inconvenience. I have not read this article, so we're going to read it together. William Buckhorn also praised the workers, and absolutely shared details on the cyber attack, how quickly people forget, and talks about the historic labor deal, yada, yada, yada. We're not going to get into all that. But there goes F1, bump. There go the fountains, bump. You can't see them. It looks nothing like this. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. Artist rendering. What does he have to say? What does old William have to tell us? He said that they're well prepared for the influx of people arriving into town for the Grand Prix, and they're positioned perfectly for success. We've sold 10... What? We sold 10,000 tickets to F1. We've sold out really cool experiences at the Fountain Club. I think it's extremely unique. Okay. Wow, I didn't know they sold. Well, for the Fountain Club. They probably sold out. We're going to do over $6 million in incremental hotel revenue for this weekend. That does not sound like a lot of money. I mean, for a weekend it is 60 million, but I wonder what this word means right here. I gotta look that up in corporate speak. Incremental hotel revenue. That's some jive speak right there. But anyway, 60 million does not sound like a lot, but good for him. Let me jump back over here. I'm going to F1, by the way, for those of you who did not know, and I'm going to do my best to live stream the actual race. I'm going to be in right in front of the Mirage premium seats. I'll do my best, but click the like and do all that stuff down there, and you'll get to see F1 race through my eyes. Granted, I have not been thrilled about the disaster that is traffic and everything else. I was solely in the F1 camp because of the inconvenience to tourists, and especially me as a local. However, I am going. I figure, you know what? I suffered through this. I suffered through the traffic, the inconvenience, just the train wreck that was preparation. But I'm going to go, and I'm going to make it up to myself with this one amazing experience, and that it will be. And again, stay tuned to the end. You'll see me drive the track. All right, let's see what else old Bill has to say for himself. Bill says, it has not been without its challenges. Believe me, I'm a local, and I get the traffic and understand it and what the employees are going through. Yeah, I don't know about that there, Bill, but yeah, I'm sure you sat in traffic once or twice, whatever. But it's something that's ultimately going to be cherished. Yeah, I sat in traffic a long time too, but you know, I'm looking forward to the race also. What else does old Bill have to say? He shared that insurance is picking up the tab for the cyber attack. Of course, the attack lost thousands in bookings, yada, yada, and yada. And they didn't even make up for the 100 million that they lost. But insurance being insurance, good times. What is Andrew Agassi doing? His divorce made history. This guy's divorce, everyone's divorce is making history. Holy cow. That's because they lost half their shit. Did anyone know that this dude from Mythbusters and the other dude, they used to act like such great friends during the show, but behind the scenes, they could not stand each other. And that was ultimately the demise of the show. Those two could not stand each other. I've been talking about the security situation on the strip for F1 for about a week now. I don't want to talk too in depth about it because I don't want anyone knocking on my door and saying how I know things like that, but I got a brain. We can figure it out. It's going to be intense. I mean, this is on par with protecting the president, if not a larger scale production than protecting the president of the United States, because now they're protecting thousands and thousands of people. And they're going to do it with the help of the National Guard. Now, trust me, there's people up in these buildings, there's people on the roof, there's even going to be people in the water. There will be law enforcement and other three-letter agencies in the crowd. It will be everywhere. You won't be able to see them, but what you will see, so don't get butthurt, is this pew pew activities everywhere, just like New Year's Eve, but I think even more intense. We haven't even begun to see the military and Homeland Security presence known here in Las Vegas yet. It hasn't made its presence known. The presence has not made its presence known. It is going to be intense, and to people who get butthurt when they see these type of things I'm pointing out right here, you better get used to it, because it is going to be everywhere. I have to look at my tickets and see some of the security procedures that are going to take place, but trust me, It's going to be intense. They're going to have FLIR. They're going to have Predator drones. Maybe not Predator drones, but there'll be drones flying. And I'm not talking about little DJI things in the air, like military drones, large drones, FLIR. They'll have everything will be in effect. There's also going to be a no-fly zone over the Strip, which a lot of people don't know either. But yeah, the National Guard is coming to assist in security. Let's see if there's any other details. They've been activated by state orders from November 15th to the 19th. I'm happy to see them, quite frankly. But yeah, it's going to look like that during F1. We rode over this bridge during a live stream not too long ago. This is the bridge on Flamingo, supposedly a temporary bridge on Flamingo crossing over Koval. Now, we drove it. It's as real can get. I mean, is it temporary? Yes, they can take this down at will. However, they're talking about keeping it up permanently, and maybe I'm a fan, maybe not, but it might be a test bed for other bridges being constructed. We've been talking about the fact, or I've been talking about the fact, that I feel eventually the Las Vegas Strip will be closed down to street traffic. Foot traffic only. They'll probably put a tram straight down the middle, one heading north, one heading south. And in order to do that, they will have to put bridges over all the east-west streets, like Flamingo and Spring Mountain. Not Desert Inn already has one, but all those would have to require one of these bridges. So perhaps testing this bridge to see if it's feasible, how fast it gets done, and what the people's reaction to them is part and parcel of them eventually putting bridges over the Strip, which I'd be a huge fan of. Even if they don't cut off the Strip to vehicular traffic, it would still be awesome to just have a bridge where you can just cruise on over and not sit at that light, especially as a local, to not sit at that light. Because sometimes you got to cross over the Strip. And lately it's been so bad, I've had to go all the way up to Desert Inn and come back around, or all the way to Warm Springs, come back around to avoid these corners. If they put a bridge, that'd be freaking awesome. I hope they do. And honestly, I don't know how you feel, but I hope they eventually close the Strip off to vehicular traffic. It'll be awesome. People can walk. And of course, they'll put up, 37 Fat Tuesdays and everything else all over the Strip. They'll probably do, like I said, a tram or a train, northbound, southbound, and Elon's boring under it as we speak. So we'll see what happens with that. But they are indeed talking about doing this, which is leaving this bridge up, and that might be a precursor to doing it all over town. I found this really, really interesting. I like Lawry's. I like their prime rib. I like their spinning Caesar salads, just like the next man. I haven't been there in a long time, probably since before the shutdown. But one thing Lawry's is extraordinarily good at is the consistency of the food. You can eat it a month apart, a year apart, perhaps even a decade apart, and it's still the same quality, which is awesome. Of course, the price goes up, but the quality is pretty awesome. And Lawry's is doing a presentation of A Christmas Carol, which also happens to be one of my favorites. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. I have so many different versions from so many different people, from the originals all the way to moderns. It's just an intense story, and it brings home what the holiday spirit is all about and what Christmas should be, that we should keep it in our hearts year round. So I'm going to look into this. This sounds really interesting. A Christmas Carol dinner show. That has me written all over it, and if I go, you guys will go too. For you Donny Osmond fans, this one is for you. He is doing a kickoff of F1 with the national anthem. I haven't seen the guy in years, but I think from what I've heard, his voice is still together, and I think it probably was a good choice for the national anthem. So I'm going to get to hear him. You're going to get to hear him, so that should be fun. Guy's looking pretty good. I mean, what is he, like 80 or 90 or something? He doesn't look too bad. Like, the surgery that he's done looks fairly natural, if I'm honest. Unless that's Photoshop. Who knows? Let's scroll down a bit. Yeah, thank you, veterans. Let's say, oh, what is she upset about? Hold everything. She's really, really upset. What's her problem? No more free returns at Amazon? I don't believe it. Well, her face tells it all. It must be true. She is, I'm going to put that face on if I can't return stuff for free at Amazon. That would suck. I return like 1 out of every 2 things they send me, because 1 out of every 2 things that they send are total shit. I mean, let's be honest. What else is going on down here? What is that? Someone's nuts. Is that Clint? Oh, I can't look at Clint that old. Yeah, let's keep it moving. What's this guy? What? Really? This is horrible. I wanted to keep this light, but we're going to do a little deeper dive into local news. There's some pretty nasty things going on. But let's just take a quick stare at her face one more time. She is so disappointed. She is an alpha widow. All right, everyone. I promised you a trip around the F1 track at speeds of up to 212 miles an hour, and we're going to check it out right now. This is my favorite lap coming up right now. Bror Fredrik's got those driving skills. That was a pit stop. I needed tires. All right, here comes the best lap. Watch this. Whoa. Making all the moves. passing everyone. Oh, he passed me. And open it up right here. Look at that. Well, that was fun. I know I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And I'm going to invite you one last time to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again. At least 5 times a week. And don't forget, we are going live to F1, and I'm going to bring you with me. And if you'd like to support my efforts, you know how to do that. I got the links. I got all the stuff down there, and I truly do appreciate it. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.